everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plans, and I am officially back from our vacation, and it is time to get all of the pictures sorted out. We're actually going to be doing the week of September 23rd through 29th, and we'll be doing the first week of October as well, because both those weeks have come and gone, and I have pictures for both of those weeks. So we're going to be doing two memory planning spreads today. But this is the first one that we're going to focus on. We'll get this one done, and then I'll pull out the other pages because it's the 30th through the 6th, I think. I don't even know the days that they are. But so we're going to be doing both of those spreads today. Now, these aren't all of the pictures. I kind of just picked pictures to highlight within my actual spreads, and then on my own time I'll be making the extra pages that I'll insert here, and then whenever I get those done, I'll share them with you guys. I'm still coming down from, I don't know, like I feel like especially after a long vacation and just like a long trip, I always get like burnt out by the end to where like I don't have the mentality. Like I have so many videos that I want to go through and like show you guys, but like I just have not had the energy to deal with it. So I just haven't taken time. So really just getting the pictures and stuff for memory keeping was a rough time. So I kind of just went through, picked favorite ones, and then when I'm feeling a little bit more up to it, then I'll make my pages so I can go into a little bit more detail. So these are kind of just like snapshots of what we did on these days. And then I'll have extra pages that'll stick in here that'll kind of go into more detail about the actual trip itself. But this is kind of just like a quick snapshot of some of the pictures. I ended up getting altitude sickness when we came home. So that was fun because we were very below sea level where we were, and then coming home to very, very, very above sea level in Colorado. My body, like, I woke up the next morning after getting home with like my chest hurting really bad. It was really hard to breathe, and I was just like nauseous and dizzy, all like, and had a head. It was just crazy. That's like never happened to me before with coming home from a trip. But yeah, it was pretty intense. Anyway, so let's get started because we have two spreads. Sorry, I know I talk a lot, but it's been a hot minute. All the other videos that have been posted since I've been gone, I filmed like a month ago. So it's just kind of like, whoa. Okay, so I'm going in. These are, well, really I only need one of each. I just did two of each because I printed two on each. So these are actually from Martinez Sticker Company. Now I do have a video up that shows how to print sticker sheets from Etsy or a sticker shop that provides printables where you can purchase the printable. The steps for this one are the exact same steps that I used in the video that I did highlighting Planet Darby stickers. So this company also is very, very easy to do the printable stickers from as well. I'll link these down below. They're super fun. I just like love all the fun florally things. But I chose these ones because we did go to Disney on this week, and these are like Toy Story inspired. Like, I don't know if you could tell, it's like cow print, and then they're the colors of like Woody, basically. So I chose these ones, and then I'll have to figure out what for the next week because I don't know yet. So yeah, so I chose that to decorate with. Kind of minimal on the decorating this week because again, there are a lot of pictures. I do want to have some places to kind of just like put a couple things here and there. So I didn't want to go crazy with, sticker books. So I just chose to use these printable stickers, which I love printable stickers because I don't feel like I have to hoard them, which is probably my favorite part. Because other stickers, I'm just like, I'm going to use it and then it's gone unless I go buy more. Whereas printables, I could literally print like 30 of these and be good and be all set. So that's the beauty of printable stickers. All right, so just taking my tape runner, I'm going to go in and put some pictures. Of course, we had to take pictures in a telephone booth in London because obviously wasn't going to pass up that opportunity. It wasn't the cutest one. There's like a bunch of trash right behind it, but we did it. We did go see Lion King on like Broadway musical before like the day that we got there, which was really, really fun. And thankfully I did not fall asleep. I was really, really stressed out that I was going to fall asleep, and thankfully that was not the case. So I was really proud of ourselves for that, because I was dreading. I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep, like it's gonna happen, but it didn't. So we were okay. I actually was pretty awake. Like I actually got sleep on the plane, which I was pretty surprised because um, I didn't think I would be able to, but I took all the precautions. I woke up at like 5, or maybe I woke up at 4:30. I can't remember. But I woke up so early the day that we traveled, because I was like, the more tired I am by the time we get on the plane, the more chance I'll fall asleep on the plane, and it worked. So it was definitely a win. Okay, I'm making a flip book situation. So I have one picture, it's going to go like this on my page, and I'll be able to flip it, and you can see the other picture. So my brain is not fully functional right now. I think I want it on this side. And then I'm going to put a journaling sticker underneath, and then I can have my journaling be at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to go in after I get my washi tape where I want it. Go in at the picture that I want to be on top of my other picture, and then we can place this down. I want to place it down a little bit because I actually have room. And I chose this washi tape because it kind of matches like the cow print. I know it's not cow print, but it kind of gives that same vibe, so that's kind of why I chose that one. Okay, so we're just going to get in all our pictures. Of course, the first thing we did after we got into our hotel and all that stuff is we went and found a fish and chips place, because it's been a hot minute since we've had real good fish and chips. Last time was when we went to Ireland, when Nay was like barely a year old. I don't even know. Maybe that one she wasn't. I don't even think she was a year old when we went there. But yeah, so that was the first. That was the first stop we made. Was doing that because we needed that. Okay, we're gonna do another flip book moment. So again, just take my washi tape and trim off a piece. Then I will stick it on it. Then I can kind of hide my journaling and then put more decoration out, which I think is nice to have sometimes. Okay. Do little things just like that. Layer on top. Figure out exactly where I want this to go. And then lay that down, and then I'll have my flip book moment right underneath. Okay, so all the pictures on this side are good. Let's work on this side real quick. I have one more flip book moment on this side too. We went to Disney and it was amazing. Literally so happy. It did rain the entire time. I mean, there were like moments where it wasn't raining, but we kind of had to just be okay with being in the rain. Thankfully, we brought a really like nice heavy duty ponchos because we were going to be doing a lot of walking for most places, and most places it was just raining everywhere we went. So we did bring ponchos, so we had those. After the second day, my shoes were soaked. So that was a fun time. Yeah, that was fun dealing with it. My husband had to sit in the like one of our hotels, and thankfully it had a hair dryer, and he just like sat there and had to, because after a whole day of them not drying, he just had to sit there and blow dry my shoes to the point where they weren't soaked anymore. So that was a fun time, but we had so much fun. It was so worth going. I 10 out of 10 go again. They have the best Space Mountain. Hyperspace Mountain is their version, but it goes upside down compared to like ours, like here in California and even at Disney World. Like it's just like we decided that hands down theirs is 100% the better version. Okay, so all my pictures are down. Let's get my journaling stickers in here. I'm going to go in with patterned black boxes, and I'm going to go in with this like fun polka dots in here. So I'm going to take some of these areas that I did hidden, and we're going to kind of hide some of them. I don't need to hide all of them, but I also want to have room to decorate and kind of have fun with decorating. But we'll have a couple that are out in the open because otherwise you won't be able to see that I have fun stickers. I'm also going to go in on some areas to add some extra little boxes for little blurbs and all that good stuff. So add those in here. Just adding a couple in a couple spaces. Okay, let's add some decoration. I did print it on paper and clear because I don't know. I didn't know what I wanted to use. I honestly might use them both. So let's go in with clear first, and maybe I'll use the paper for any that might overlap on something. I'm going to flatten this and kind of make my own flat piece, just a little bit. Kind of make my own little area here. I'm going to use the little extra to put it elsewhere. We'll just go in with all of these florally vibe. And I'm going to flatten another section. We'll save this for another spot. Stick this over here. And ooh, this would be a good one to do. I think that was this one. This is the paper because it's going to layer on top of that. I'm using the paper one. It is really helpful to have both because then I can kind of change that up a little bit and make those decisions rather than just having it on one type of paper. Lay these all over. Wherever there's space. Which I have a lot of space, so that's always nice. And if we cut in half, we can stretch our stickers even more, fit them in even more places. It's always fun and good. Okay, I'm going to go in with a quote. This is Travel Basics from Keller Plan. And there's this black quote. If I can get it up. Gotta separate. Oh my gosh, I need a new X-Acto knife blade. The tip of this is gone. Nice little travel quote. Stick right in there. To actually have room, which I feel like is so rare. I feel like I have so much room this week. I'm like, maybe I didn't need to put all of my all of my things in there. Okay, and there are a bunch of teeny tiny little stars that we can stick in here. So I'm going to go in and just start adding in some of these. Try to just pull off a bunch of them. And then we'll just start adding on the little stars to kind of fill in some of the space in here. So many little stars. Tedious the tedious parts of planning and decorating. But it was such a good trip. And then we went and saw, I'm going to say this wrong, the new Schwanstein, I think that's how you say it. I genuinely don't remember though. Castle in Salzburg. And it was so cool to go in a castle. But me and my brain, I'm just like, I feel like I'm in Harry Potter. Like the whole time was just like, that was just my brain. Especially going up like the staircase that had like the windows. It just like reminded me of the scenes in Harry Potter when they were going up staircases that look like that. And so my husband was just like, seriously, the whole time. And I was like, what? I'm like, that's exactly why I did our trip the way I did it, was because I knew towards the end of our trip I was going to be ready to go home. So I purposely put our Harry Potter event thing that we did at the very end of our trip, so that way I had something to look forward to, because I was super ready to go home by like our last like 2-3 days, but because I had that to look forward to, it made it a little bit better. So that was just kind of where my brain. Okay, we finished one sticker sheet, and then I used one, which that one was because I did that. Okay, so I think this one's good. So I do have a couple more places to journal. They're just hidden from you. I think I might add one more little box just in here, just because I can, just for little blurbs about the things. Maybe I'll add one under here too. Maybe about some of like the sightseeing we tried to squeeze in, because we were only in London at the beginning for a very short time. So we kind of had to squeeze in seeing a lot of the things, like the palace, and then Big Ben, and then I don't remember. We went and saw something else. I don't have all the pictures, so I don't remember, but we had to do like a quick sightseeing on that day, because the next day we left and we went to Paris. So it was such a good trip. I loved it. But let me go ahead and we're going to set up for our second spread, because I have the second one. So let me pull out those pictures and get those ones all set up, and then figure out what we're going to decorate with. But here is the first week that I was gone, and now we'll move on to the second week. Okay, so I have all my pictures laid out for the second half of our trip, which I had so many more pictures that I pulled out. So there's going to be a couple of flipbook moments in here, but I'm actually going to go in. I know this has nothing related to travel, and it really has nothing related to the week and whatever, but I'm going to use this because I have the October 3rd sticker, because we are officially in October. So I thought this would be fun to just like use this little sticker sheet from Amber Plans Her Day, and then I'll pair it with my pattern black boxes and maybe even spotted boxes. We'll just do a black and pink spread, I think, for this one. So I'm going to just start getting things down. Also, I think I just said that castle was in Salzburg. It was not. We were in the area of like Munich. Like we were in Munich, and then we took like a bus ride. Like that was like almost 2 hours to get to the castle. And then either the day before or the next day, I don't remember, we went to Salzburg. And in Salzburg, we did a strudel making class, and we learned how to make like a traditional apple strudel. And oh my gosh, it was so good. And me and my husband have convinced ourselves that we're going to be able to figure out how to remake that and recreate it at home. And then we made this stuff. I don't remember what it was called, but it's made with just like basically eggs and vanilla like powder. I don't know. I don't remember what it was called, but it was so good. And I was at the point of like, this is how I want my eggs from now on. Like they were sweet. I don't know. They were just so good. But yeah, so I have a lot of pictures. So we did our little strudel making class, and we also got to make this and eat it. And then in Salzburg, we went to the salt mines, and we rode these slides to get down further and further into the mines, which was really cool. But also, like, it kind of freaked me out because we were just so far underground. And then yeah, so it just, and then I did get claustrophobic at one point when we were walking through the tunnels, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could not. I was like, well, I'm glad we did it, but I don't need to do it again, but it was just really cool to see how we get salt. I thought that was pretty interesting. So that was like the first part of our week. We were in Munich, and then we traveled to, oh my gosh, I don't even remember. We went to Prague. I think out of everywhere, Prague was probably one of my favorites. We just had a really good time there. We did a foodie tour. It was like three or 4 hours, and we just walked around to different areas and got to try different food. And I am a very, very picky eater, so I was very surprised at how much I actually liked, because I am a very picky eater. So I was extremely surprised with how much food I actually liked, because I am not a adventurous eater. And you're probably like, well, then why'd you do a foodie tour? Because my husband is a very adventurous eater. He grew up eating stinky tofu. Like, he grew up in a Chinese household, so he grew up eating stinky tofu, and it's disgusting, and it smells disgusting. It's literally stinky. But he grew up eating some weird stuff, so he's the food person, and he married somebody that has zero interest in trying new foods, which I just sometimes I giggle because I'm like, you did not make smart choices, did you? So yeah, so I'm not a food person. I forgot to trim these a little bit. Do a little trimming, just a little bit, because they're a little too wide. Okay. Trim that just a little bit so it's not. That's better. It's not taking up as much room now. Okay, yeah. So I just find it funny that he married me, who is a very, very picky eater. It's always fun. All good fun. Okay, so I'm just going to start laying down pictures. I'm creating a flip moment just because I had some bigger pictures. I wanted to include pictures from the salt mine. Yeah, the slide was fun. It was a fun time. It was kind of scary, but it was fun. So I'm just going to stick that under there so that we have more pictures. And then I have even more pictures. There's so many pictures. So many. I'm going to put this down. Or maybe I should put my picture down first. Getting ahead of yourself. Let's put that down first. And then I'm going to go in with a little glitter just to kind of break up the picture on picture moment here. And to break that down a little bit. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, and then, yeah, so this was one of the foods we tried. It was like some kind of mushroom dish, which again, looking at it, I was like, do I want to try that? And I did it, and I didn't hate it. So I was very proud of myself. I was like, look at me trying all the foods. Yeah, so that was like the whole middle of the trip was for my husband. He was very just like wanted to go to beer gardens, and it's kind of funny because the time that we went to Munich is obviously Oktoberfest, and we were probably some of the only tourists that went to Munich during that time and didn't go to Oktoberfest. But to be honest, after seeing the videos of it, of people at Oktoberfest, I'm actually really glad, because that's too many people for me. That's too much. Disney actually really wasn't that crowded, so I didn't mind Disney so much, but seeing the videos of Oktoberfest, we did go to a beer garden, and I think that was like like that's all I needed, because it was very crowded. We got seated at a table with just like on long bench tables with a lot of other people. So I was like, yeah, that was that's my limit. But it's just funny, we went there and we didn't even go to Oktoberfest, but it's okay. We did lots of other fun things. Okay, so we're wrapping up our time in Prague, and then on the 3rd, we went to, we went to Berlin and got to be in Berlin for a little bit, which was fun. I'm trying to like have these not all be in the same space. So maybe I'll do this here. Just thinking I don't have like a ton of decorations, so I'll put that there. Okay, then I have all my flip moments. Okay, there's so many pictures. They'll be here forever. This is why I was like, I'm not gonna do the other video that shows all the other pictures, because I was like, we'll literally be here for hours. And I want to just take my time making my extra pages too, because I want to be able to like journal as I go. And I feel like when I'm filming, I can't. It's not as easy to do that. My brain does not function very well when I have to talk at the same time. And I'm already like, I don't even remember where we were. I'm literally looking at our little itinerary pages that I made because I don't remember. I'm like, where were we? What are these pictures from? I have no clue. So yeah, so my brain is not with it at all. So much. We just like crammed as much as humanly possible in the last 2 weeks, and it was awesome. It was definitely not a relaxing vacation. It was definitely like a we're on the move at all times vacation, which I think both me and my husband are both that way anyway. We did a lot of walking, and I learned I am not good at walking for long periods of time. But I knew that going in. And of course, the whole time my husband's like, you never complained when we were at Disney. And I was like, because we were at Disney. It's a different vibe when you're walking Disney compared to just like walking a couple miles to get to a place to eat or something. I don't know. And then when I was just like always hungry. Because when you travel, for some reason, you're just always hungry. I don't know. Okay, so I have all of my pictures laid down. Now we can finally go in and add my minuscule decoration and some boxes. So I'm going to go in with the first set of polka dots, because these polka dots are actually the same polka dots that you'll find in the color version of spotted boxes. So I think I'll kind of do like a black and pink spread so we can add in some pictures. I think I'm going to put this one outside of it, just so it looks like I have some things down. Let's do one over here. I'm going to use both shades of pink actually, instead of just one, to kind of change it up a little bit. Kind of just get both shades in here. And we'll go in with some of the smaller boxes or extra little blurbs about what's happening in the pictures or where we were. But I also want to make sure I'm leaving space to decorate, or not to, to decorate. What am I saying? Told you my brain, I'm so scatterbrained. I'm so sorry. I just like, it's just been so much jam-packed into a very short period of time, and my brain is just a little fried. That's for sure. Okay, let's decorate a little bit. I have some space to journal. Like I said, on my extra pages, I'll be able to go in a lot more, but these are kind of just like a quick snapshot of the weeks. We did do shopping, which was fun. I did find a Primark, so I was really happy about that. So of course we went to Primark, and we went to a TK Maxx, which I'm really curious why over there it's called a TK Maxx, and here in the States we have a TJ Maxx. So I just thought that was really funny and interesting. But I was so excited because our TJ Maxx sucks. Like, there's never anything good at ours. So I was so excited to see one. Actually, we saw two when I went into two, but I didn't buy anything in the first one. But we bought all the things in. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Is butter a carb? I'm gonna put this right over by our food, our food adventure. So yeah, so it was just really funny, and of course I had to go shopping there because yeah, I just had to. We had to. Again, we're just adding in all the things. Another little fuller box over here. I have that. And again, I know the theme doesn't make any sense, but I also really just wanted an excuse to use these. And since I already had my spread done for like my regular planner for this week, by the time these released, I just decided just using them on my memory planner spread was just gonna have to do. So that's what we're doing. Probably add another box there, I think. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. Well, I did not wear pink. My entire my entire aesthetic, the entire trip, obviously was purple. My suitcase was purple. My backpack was purple. 90% of the clothes that I packed was purple. Like, it was just, you knew what belonged to who. And then, like, I even have little packing cubes. So when you open my suitcase, the inside of my suitcase was purple. And I was just like, oh, wow, I think I'm really obsessed, right? It was just it was funny. I just always knew where my stuff was. All right, there we go. That was long. We did 2 different spreads. So again, recap, here's the first spread for September 23rd to the 29th. We have flipbook moments in here as well for some journaling. And then second week that we were gone, again, flipbook moments happening in here. I don't really have anything under here. I guess I could put another like journaling sticker under here. Maybe once I start writing, I'll start remembering and actually remembering what was happening on those days. I think right now my brain is just like, I couldn't even tell you. I don't remember. I barely remember what days we were where. And I definitely don't remember the things we went and saw. It's one of those things I'm going to have to like talk to my husband about and be like, okay, what is this? What is this? Where was this? Because I don't remember. It was just so much jam-packed into such a small period of time. But it was also really, really good. All right, there we go, you guys. Make sure to check out my Instagram to see what this looks like, all filled in and complete. Again, I'll show you guys what my extra pages will look like once I start working on those and get those all finished. But I still hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!